And beginning with the top story that we've been tracking, US President Donald Trump has said that the United States would hold nuclear talks with Iran next week, teasing the possibility of a deal after claiming that recent US strikes have erased Iran's nuclear program. And this while he was speaking in The Hague, where Donald Trump attended a NATO summit. However, he added that he is not particularly interested in restarting negotiations with Iran, as he does not see Tehran again engaging in nuclear weapons development.
Look, we're going to talk to them next week with Iran. We may sign an agreement. I don't know. To me, I don't think it's that necessary. I mean, they had a war, they fought. Now they're going back to their world. I don't care if I have an agreement or not. The only thing we'd be asking for is what we were asking for before about we want no nuclear, but we destroyed the nuclear.
In fact, earlier the US president had doubled down on his assertion that the Iranian nuclear program has been set back by decades after the US military carried out an attack on 3 Iranian nuclear sites, including the underground uranium enrichment facility at Fordo. However, Iran's enrichment of uranium remains the main sticking point in the talks. Washington has made it clear that it cannot allow even 1% of enrichment capacity for Iran, while the latter remains the only non-nuclear state enriching uranium to 60%, which is well above the 3.67% limit under its 215 accord with the Western powers. Also note that it was on Tuesday that Iranian president had said that his country is willing to return to negotiations over its nuclear program, but it would continue to assert its legitimate rights to the peaceful use of atomic energy. Meanwhile, Iran has not acknowledged any talks taking place next week, though US West Asia envoy Steve Witkoff has said that there has been direct and indirect communication between the two countries. A 6th round of negotiations between the US and Iran had been scheduled for earlier this month in Oman, but was cancelled when Israel attacked Iran. Furthermore, Iranian lawmakers on Wednesday voted in favor of suspending cooperation with the United Nations nuclear watchdog. This after Tehran said that the International Atomic Energy Agency refused to condemn the attack on Iran's nuclear facilities.
Yes, there has been a draft bill by our parliament today. It has been adopted, and it talks about suspending our cooperation with the IAEA. It talks about suspending, not putting an end to the cooperation, with 2 conditions. First, that Iran's inalienable rights under NPT, under Article 4 of the NPT, must be recognized. The second thing is that the security and safety of our nuclear installations, our scientists, our people should be preserved.
However, the head of the United Nations Nuclear Energy earlier said that his inspectors need to return to Iran to reassess the country's nuclear capabilities after American strikes. He had also suggested that Tehran could rebuild the infrastructure.
I had received a letter from the Iranian foreign minister saying that they had taken protective measures already. They did not get into details into what that meant, but clearly that was the implicit meaning of that. So we can imagine that this material is there. So for that to confirm, for the whole situation to evaluate, we need to return.